A very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in on a Friday afternoon for our IIC session on patent and its importance in research. A very warm welcome to all the panelists and the attendees for spending the time from your valuable schedule. And for today's session, I would first request and welcome Mr. Ravi Ranjan, who is the IIC president, to please say the starting words for the session. Hi, Ravi.
Thanks a lot, Ms. Petai, and thank you so much for the entire organizing team of this very interesting session. My name is Ravi Ranjan, and I welcome all of you on behalf of Techno India University IIC for this phenomenal session on IPR. This event is part of the series which we have started a couple of months ago, where we truly believe that patent, innovation, trademark, and IPR promotion is very, very crucial for the growth of the institution, faculties, students, and innovator. We have spoken a lot about IPR, so I'm not going to speak a lot about IPR, and the speaker is also going to emphasize on that. But I would just like to mention, year 2020, the last year, which where the entire world was going through pandemic. Even at that time, China took out time to file the highest number of patents in the world, followed by US. Unfortunately, India is not there in the top 50 list, and we need to change that. Why it is important to focus so much on IPR? Because if you look at everything which we use in our life, right from the food we eat, the technology we use, the medicines which we consume, the health infrastructure, everything is surrounded and protected by IPR. Currently, today, people across the world are discussing if the COVID-19 vaccine should be out of the patent parameter. What it means is that you'll be surprised to know that even today, in August 2021, more than 135 countries in the world have not received a single dose of COVID-19 vaccine. This is because companies like AstraZeneca, companies like Pfizer, Moderna, they all have patent on their formulation of COVID-19 vaccine. Poor countries are requesting all the governments across the world to make the COVID-19 vaccine patent free. If that happens, the way polio, you'll be surprised to know that the inventor who invented polio vaccine in 1965, he made the polio vaccine free. He did not file a patent. If he would have filed a patent, he would have at least made at least $15 billion from that polio vaccine. He said that I would like to solve the problem and not have the patent. What I'm trying to say is that if you are able to work in the field of IPR, create very unique patents for the formulations or the technologies which you're developing, you have a winning edge. As an institution, we believe in this, and Techno India University is committed towards promoting IPR education, and that is why we are very glad to welcome our speaker today, Ms. Preeti Narayanan, who's an expert in patent. Rupal would talk more about the speaker, but I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Ms. Rupal Betai, Professor Ashok Kumar Paul for organizing this session, and I would request all the students and faculties who are joining today to take complete advantage of this session so that you can understand about the nitty-gritties and the crucial importance of IPR, because once we start working towards IPR, we'll be able to solve a lot of problems and go to the next level. With this, I would like to take this opportunity once again to thank all the organizing team and the speaker today for the session. Over to you, Ms. Betai. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ravi, for those words. It really means a lot. And thank you always for leading and inspiring all the faculty members to take these initiatives. Thanks a lot. I would also welcome RP ma'am, Director Academies for the Technical University, for joining us for this session. Thank you so much, ma'am, for always leading and giving us this platform. I would now like to take this opportunity to introduce our speaker for the day, Mrs. Preeti Narayana, who is a patent consultant from Chennai. Mrs. Narayanan has 10 plus years of experience, professional experience, which includes 7 years of experience in the field of patents. She also has past experience in working with reputed law firms and in Center of Intellectual Property Rights from Anna University, Chennai. She has delivered lectures in patent awareness workshops at universities and colleges across Tamil Nadu, conducted by Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. Also, she has delivered guest lectures on patents at colleges across Tamil Nadu and delivered a speech at CIPAM, FICCI, with 100 webinar series on intellectual property. As a patent consultant, she is providing full patent services from prior art search till grant of patent. Even though her area of specialization is in biotechnology, she has handled various technical fields such as pharma, life sciences, chemistry, electrical and electronics, mechanical, etc. And she has handled clients from various domains from academic to industry. She also has experience in patent searches and patent analysis with a working knowledge in numerous paid patent databases. Ms. Preeti has completed her master's degree from Madras University and she's also completed her postgraduate diploma in intellectual property rights from Indira Gandhi National Open University and graduate diploma in patent law. I welcome Ms. Preeti Narayana, ma'am. A very good afternoon and thank you so much for being here with us on this day to share your insightful words with the faculty members and students. Ma'am,
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
ma'am, yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. So good afternoon to all. So today in this session, I'll be talking about patent and its importance in research. So these are the contents that I'll be dealing with. First, we'll see what is known as patent. So as Sar said in the beginning, patent nowadays in this competitive world, even getting a patent is very much important for getting a job or doing further research, getting funds for the research, or going for higher education. So for marketing a product. So in all the cases, patents play a very good role. Okay. So what a patent gives us is, it is an exclusive right given by a country to the owner of the invention to make, use, manufacture, or market the invention. And this patent provides an exclusive right on a new and inventive product or a process in a specific country. When the investment necessary to bring a product or a technology service to the market is substantial. And it is essential to prevent competitors from copying the product and take advantage of the commercial benefits of the invention without having invested in its development. Patent right is granted for a limited period of 20 years. So after 20 years, your invention will be in the public domain. Even within 20 years also, if you want to use for your academic studies or for research purpose, you can use the patent for a free. There is option for that. Okay. And the patent, I was talking about patent. Patent obviously it deals about invention. What the invention means according to the Indian Patent Act is, it means a new product or a process involving an inventive step and capable of industrial application. Okay. So what is the importance of patent as a academic people? Main thing is it is an important source of scientific and technical research. Obviously, by the practice, what we will be seeing is if you want to start a project, maybe a UG project or a PG project, even a PhD research work. So what you will be doing is for getting an ideas, for knowing about some field of technology, you will be searching in the documents, mainly in articles, journals, newspapers, magazines, scientific magazines. So you'll be doing your search in these literature ones. Okay. But the thing is, those literature, those articles or journals or published papers, scientific magazines, they will give you the idea what is there in current situation. They will give you the idea. They will give you mostly the literature ideas, not the exact technical idea. If you want to know the current technology, what is the current problem solved, or what is the current problem yet to be solved, if you want to know all these things, patents play an important role. It is a very good source of scientific and technical literature. Okay, you can even get a day-to-day current technology trends if you read through the patent documents. And a treasure house of scientific inventions. Okay, and avoids duplication and pave the way for further discoveries, further research. For example, if you find out you're going to work on a process, and if you find out that process, some steps of the process are already available. If you read those patent documents, you'll come to know which is in the public domain and which one is not touched by all. So you can do further research, can do further discoveries in that one. And it identifies emerging technologies, emerging areas. This is the importance of patent. And talking about patents, getting granted, applying for a patent, it doesn't mean that you can apply for an idea. You have an idea which is only in the mind, you have not done any practical aspects. So those type of mere ideas cannot be protected by patent. There should be some prototype or model or should have some working examples. Okay. Practically saying this, for writing the specification, for submitting to patent office, if you do some practical work like preparing a prototype or a model or do some, if it is a process, do some lab work, you'll come to know what are the pros and cons and which method gives you the best result. You also get the results. If you work on that, if your invention is on a device, if you practically work the device, then you'll come to know what is the defect, how you have to rectify it, and then how the connections has to be made correctly to get a best product. If you do practically, you will come to know all the details so that you can reflect or represent everything there in the patent specification. Because as I already said, patent life is only for 20 years. After 20 years, it will come to the public domain. So anyone, your student, your colleague, if they want to reproduce it, or any company interested in that subject, they want to manufacture it, they can read your patent document and use it for their purposes. So in order to give them a best result, in order to get protected to the very good concept, it's advised to do some practical, at least a prototype. If your invention or your device, it's making of the device is very costly, you can do some small prototype in the lab. Then, so you may consider applying for a patent if your invention has a new component or an innovative product. Example, a new type of lid for a drink carton which keeps the content fresh for longer, an industrial process or way of making or manufacturing it. Example, a new plastic molding technique, a new apparatus or equipment used in an industrial process. Example, a new kind of tool for cutting metal. Okay. If your invention has a good product, a nice process or equipment or a device or apparatus, you can go for patent filing. Next is about patentable subject matter. So what are the subject matters that can be patentable? Like any article, apparatus or machinery or its component, any substance, whether living or non-living product, pharmaceutical product, any composition, pharmaceutical composition, drug compositions, any process, manner or art of manufacturing other than essential biological process, all these can be patented. So before filing a patent application, if you have a good research work or a good project, maybe a UG project or your PG project, you have to see whether your invention has novelty, it has inventive step, and also industrial applicability. Okay. Novelty in the sense it should not be published or known to public. And inventiveness is nothing but the technical advancement or economic significance, or both with respect to existing knowledge. So thus, it makes your invention non-obvious to a person skilled in the art. It should have industrial applicability, that is utility, manufacturing capacity. Okay. So before going for a patent, you should see whether your invention has three basic criteria such as novelty, inventiveness, and industrial applicability. Next. So these are three basic criteria which we saw. Other than this, you also have to see whether your invention comes under any of the non-patentable subject matter which are under section 3 of Indian Patent Act. Okay. I'll then give a gist of what are they. If your invention that are frivolous or contrary to natural laws, inventions which go against public morality, inventions that are a mere discovery of something that is already existing in nature, the mere discovery of a form already existing in nature and that does not lead to enhancement of efficacy, mere admixing of mixtures leading in the aggregation of properties or non-patentable, mere aggregation or duplication of devices working in a known way, horticulture or agricultural method, medicinal, curative, prophylactic, diagnostic treatments, essential biological process for the production or propagation of animals and plants, simple mathematical formula, business methods or computer programs, aesthetic creations, mental act, rule or method, presentation of information, topography of integrated circuits, traditional knowledge, along with this atomic energy inventions, these are not patentable. So if your invention comes in any of these categories, then it will come under non-patentable subject matter. Any questions in patentable and non-patentable subject matter?
No, madam. So far, no question has come. Maybe we will
Okay.
ask question at the end.
Yeah, sure, sir. Then I have a question. Thank you. Okay. Patent in research. Academic research has the objective to solve technical problems. Therefore, it is important for a researcher to identify which problems are already solved and which one remains open challenges. Patents are providing the solution to technical problems, and thus researchers will benefit from studying their content before proceeding with their own idea. And this patent information is a valuable and comprehensive source of technical, commercial, and legal information that can be used directly for scientific and experiment purposes, and has a basis for stimulating the adaptation and improvement of technology described in patent documents immediately after their publications. And seeking a patent first does not preclude publication of research results, and a patent application must be filed before any description of invention is published in an article, abstract, thesis, presentation, or other public format to refrain it from going in the public domain. Okay. So this is one I should like to stress. So by normally our practices, once if the project is ready, the thesis is ready, then for some content of thesis and the data, we will go for journal publication. Okay. So if you go for the journal publication, your content will become to the public domain. Once it is published, it will be in the public domain. So your invention, inventiveness will lose the novelty. So what you can do is you first go for patent filing. If you do patent filing today, for example, you are filing a patent application today for a concept of your project. Okay. You will get a patent application number. With that patent application number, even today you can submit your contents with all the data, results, everything to the for the journal publication. Okay. In that page in the journal publication, you will write the reference details. Right? Before the reference details, you can include them. This concept is applied for patent application number, and put patent pending. And please do remember, after filing the complete specification, it's advised to go for publication. Okay, because in publication, unknowingly you'll give all the readings, results, everything. Okay, so in such a case, if you first give the complete specification for filing, then you can go for publication. That is, it's possible because you're in this case you won't lose any novelty. But the vice versa, if you go for journal publication first, then if you come for the patent filing, you will lose the novelty. Okay, this is one mistake so many people are doing. After publishing, after 1 to 2 years of publishing in the journals, they are coming to us for filing a patent application. It's 90% it's not possible because it will be in the public domain. So once it is public domain, the novelty will be lost. That's why I insist that go for patent application first. You go for patent application, get the patent application number. Because patent depends on priority. Once you get the application number, even if it is not published in patent journal also, you can go and publish in the articles. Okay, so that will be a benefit to you. You will get both benefit, both the patent as well as journal. Okay. Am I clear in this point? So, okay. Next is a researcher needs professional help when deciding whether to file a patent application for his or her new discoveries. However, a patent followed a good publication is not a bad idea. Whether it is applicable as you may get royalty for your work, if there are people ready to use it in future and fair recognition is an added benefit. Okay. The most important thing is before starting your research, you should decide first whether you look for good publication or patent because both the things are different. For procuring a good publication, the researcher requires a good theoretical concept. But for a patent, the researcher should have a technical knowledge and needs to show the novelty, inventive step, and utility. If you just take one journal publication and a patent document and read by yourselves, you come to know this one. Because in the journal publication, you will give all the theoretical concepts with so many references. These people have said this is the document taken from this is the data taken from them, and we have done come to this conclusion. So all the concepts, all the technical details, so theoretical details will be there in the publication journals. Okay. But if you take the patent, it will be the sole work of the inventor, the technical knowledge, what the invention is, whether it is an apparatus or a process or a device or any composition, what the invention is. The apt thing with the complete technical details will be there in the patent documents. This is the difference between the journal publication as well as the patent documents. If you are working towards to produce valuable patent, you also need to find out current public demand for your innovative product or process along with its IP valuation. In this seminar itself, I'll teach you about prior art search. If you do the prior art search, you'll come to know what is the current demand, whether the technology is already available, and which are the companies who are working on it. So you'll come to know all these details. Based on that, you can do your further research. And this is about importance of patent research. Next is what are the process of patenting? Once you've done the research and you find out your invention is patentable, what you have to do is do not disclose your invention before applying for a patent. If you disclose to somebody else, you will lose the novelty. Okay. Then keep a bound notebook to prove when you got the idea. Develop the idea and produce a model. And write why your invention is needed what existing products are in the market, and what about your new product, and what is the unique about your product. Okay, so all these contents you should make ready, and you should have a clear idea of all of it. Okay, right. So next we'll see about patent search. Okay, so far we saw about the basic patent criteria, that is such as novelty, inventiveness, and industrial applicability. And also we saw the non-patentable subject matter and the importance of patenting research. And now we'll see about patent search, which will give you an idea whether your invention is new, it is patentable or not. So what is patent search? It's a wise and cost-effective process of all granted patents, published patent application, and non-patent literatures related to the subject matter of your invention. And why the patent search is needed? The search is conducted to determine whether your invention is patentable or not. We saw some non-patentable subject matter. If you are unknowingly do the patent filing for that, it's a waste of time and you lost the patent. Okay. So to avoid that, if you do the search, you will come to know whether your invention is patentable or not, and to what degree it is patentable. For example, I said your invention is on a method. Okay, so the method comprises of 4 steps: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you do the prior art search and find out first and fourth steps are already available in the public, then you can concentrate more on the second and third step, do more and more research on those 2 steps, and get a good result. That result, along with the first and fourth step, you can write a patent document. And for the second and the third step, which is novel, you can go for a claims, so that it will increase the chance of getting patented without getting rejected. Okay. And to search any information or technology that has been disclosed to the public, any form about an invention related to your invention before a given date. And what are analyzed in patent searches about granted patent, books and other published documents, patent search, published patent application, scholarly articles. All these things you have to do the search. If you think that your invention is a very simple one, like it comes with a vehicle, electric vehicle, or it involves around a pen or a writing device. In such a case, you can do the search in journals, newspaper also, to find out any similar work has been done by any other person. And what is the importance of this patent search? It prevents from filing for the ideas which is already existing public domain. It stops infringement of other inventions. If you want to do for marketing, if you want to go for commercialization of your product, but you have not filed for patent, in such a case, without your knowledge, you will infringe the other's patent. So if you do the patent search or prior art search, it will help you to stop infringing of other inventions. It helps to find potential partners for licensing. It is important to look for prior art when you wish to investigate the patentability of your proposed invention. It is important to analyze the prior art that relates to your technology because it plays a major role in drafting your patent application, and it also helps to disclose the novelty of the current invention in proper way. And how the patent search will help you in academic. First, the side is generally it is the importance of patent search, and here this one is how it helps in academic. So as I said, it will save money. Around 30% of R&D budgets go waste on developing inventions that already exist. Then it helps to research data. Don't miss relevant data found in patents only, not in journal articles. find better information, because some companies are keen to go for patent filing instead of publishing in journal. So their current technologies of some companies which you feel that they are working on your inventive concept or working on your field of interest. So then if you do the patent search, you'll come to know that. Because they do it quickly. Immediately if the invention, they complete the invention, they will go for filing a patent application. Okay. Then use of inventions for free. As I said, inventions after 20 years, the patent applications will be in the public domain. Moreover, even if the patent is still valid, they may be used for research, academic, that is educational purposes for free. Assist in applying for a patent on your research. And searching patents can help you to find out what others in your field are doing and confirm if your work is unique. Okay, this is the first step towards filing your patent application. Okay. What are the search strategies that you can follow in doing your prior art search or patent search or the novelty search or all same? You should take care to choose the keywords. Remember that words linked to a certain subject can change over time. Inventors might deliberately avoid the most obvious keywords for their product. For example, your invention is on a vehicle. Okay, so you've been worked on vehicle and found out some new things related to the vehicle, and you're using the term vehicle. Somebody in US, that is you're working on a four-wheeler. Okay. So four-wheeled vehicle, four-wheel car, for example, car. So maybe in US they would use the term vehicle and have producted for the same concept which you are working on. And somebody in China or Japan, they would use the word some transporting apparatus, and then they work on your same concept. So if you file for the same concept without knowing that it is already in public domain, you'll tend to get rejected. Your patent application tend to get rejected, and you lose your time and money. So in order to avoid that, while choosing the keywords for your search itself, you also see you have to find out the technical terms. You have to find out the synonyms, common terms, because the terms may vary from place to place. Okay. So you should be very careful in choosing the keywords. So narrow your search, try filtering by title or abstract. Finally, make sure to check the claims. Once you do the keyword search and find out the documents, then in the documents, you mainly read the claims. Claims will give you what the invention is. Other than other technical parts, claims or the legal parts, which give you what your invention talks about, what that invention talks about. Where inventors must be precise about their product, so you are more likely to get matches for your keywords. And only if the claim says that this is the type of patent you are looking for, you can then go on to check the drawings. Sometimes drawings help understand what the patent is. Then read the specification or description. And this section gives background of the invention and more detailed information. Okay, this is how you have to do your prior art search. This is a simple way of doing search. This type of search is known as keyword search, where you are using the keywords, and it is a quick search. It's not any advanced upgraded search. It's a simple search. You find out the keywords first, then you get some documents. You see that read the abstract and title. If you find out the title and abstract is somewhat relevant, found the keywords and the claims. And if the claims is fine, then you can read all the rest of the details. It will also save your time instead of reading all the ample number of documents which you are getting. If you do the search with specific keywords and also read the title or abstract by filtering it, then it will be very easy for you to get the relevant documents. Okay? And one thing is, if you didn't get the relevant documents, you have been doing the prior art search for so long, but your concept, which is very simple and which is very effective, you couldn't find any relevant document, then your invention seems to be novel. You can very well go and file your patent application. And so what are the results of prior art search? You asked me to do the prior art search. I was doing the prior art search. And what is the result I'm getting from the prior art search? This is the question will come to your mind. It's an idea about which part or feature or the embodiment of your invention is already covered and what could be novel. Okay. As I said with the method, 4 steps. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4, where 2 and 3 are novel. Okay. It helps to focus on further research or development to get maximum level of protection for your invention. And further, it gives a clear picture about whether it is appropriate to proceed with drafting the patent specification or not. And this is like a practical session. I'll show you some patent databases which is available free and which is also effective for you to do the prior art search. First is Google Patents. Next is USPTO Patent Search maintained by United States Patent and Trademark Office. The third one is INPAS maintained by Indian Patent Office. So I have used the similar keyword vehicle, which is very simple and can be found by anyone for better understanding. First, we'll see the search in Google Patents. This is the Google Patent page. In Google, if you type Google Patents, that's how you find out Google Scholar, Google Translate. So like you can type a Google Patent, you'll get this page. And if you click the keyword vehicle, I got nearly 1 lakh documents related to this keyword because it is very simple keyword. You can, other than this vehicle, you can in the synonyms, you can type electric vehicle or some motor, DC motor. If you have added anything extra, those type of contents you can add it. Or amphibious vehicle, flying vehicle. So all these type of words you can add to them and do the search so that the number of results will be reduced. You will get a narrow, if you do the narrow search, the number of results will be reduced and you will get the app documents. Okay. And if you have done all the using so many number of keywords based upon your invention, you did the search and you got nearly 5 to 10 results, only 5 to 10 documents. In such a case, you can see here the download. If you click the download, it will get you all the documents. Okay. Next is, as I said, if you want to go for commercialization, you want to know which company is working on that. So these are the details of assignees or inventors, which company is interested in this field of invention. And if you want to do the search based on some dates, okay, whether this from this date to this date, any people have worked on this concept, those type of search can be done here. Okay. Then if you want to search for any inventors, specific inventor, maybe your colleagues or your professors or your friends, if they have done any invention with their names, you can search here. Then assign me, any colleges or universities you want to do the search, you can do the search here. Okay. So this is the page. And when I click onto this first one, autonomous vehicle, I got this document. Here we can see the title, abstract, then classification. Below this classification, you'll get the description, complete description will be there. And in the right hand side, the patent application or the patent number. and all the bibliographic details, whether it is live, expired, all the details will be here. And this is the patent family. It has been in which other countries the same invention has been filed by the same inventor. All these details will be here. Okay. And when I click onto the second document, I'll show you why I use the second one. So the same contents will be there. And this is a US document. Okay. This is a US published or US applied document. So when I click onto this download PDF, I'll get the PDF document. Because this is the US one where the application is filed in English. So you can get the document and use it for your reference. But in this case, this is the Chinese document. If you click download, the document will be there in their own language, Chinese language. So it is very difficult for us to understand. In such a case, there are two ways. One is you can copy paste this in the Word document and use it for future reference. Otherwise, see here, this same application, same invention has been filed in Korea, China, Europe, and US. Okay. If you click onto this US, you will get the same document with the US application number. There you click the download PDF, that document will be in English. They will be translated in English and filed it in US. So those documents you can get it. But sometimes it will be filed only in China. In such a case, you can copy paste it and you download, copy paste it in Word document and use it. For Korea also, it will be in their own language. In Japan and in German DE. So in their own languages it will be. So in such a case, it is very difficult to find out the original document. So that's why first I insist to teach you about Google Patents. Because in Google Patents only you can able to find all the documents in English version. Either China or Japan or Korea or German documents. All these things will be in English version in Google Patents. Okay. And other than this Google patent, if you do search in any other patent databases which is known to you, in such case, what you can do is you can copy that number that start with CN or JP or K or that number you can copy and paste it here in this Google patent box. If you paste it here and do the search, you will get the English version. Okay, this is one advantage of Google Patents. Next is USPTO Patent Search, United States Patent Trademark Office. Here you will get the US documents which are filed in US and some national based documents which are filed by US. For example, this China document, the basis in China. Actually, they have filed it in Korea first, then they have filed it in China, Europe, and US. Those type of documents also you can get it from USPTO. Okay. And if you click onto this here, you can do the search in two ways. One is USPTO Patent Full Text and Image Database. Next is USPTO Patent Application Full Text and Image Database. One is for the granted document, which includes the published document also. Second one is for the published applications. Okay. See, you can do the search in three ways. One is quick search, advanced search, and another one, if you know the patent number or publication number, you can do the search. Okay. Here I have used the quick search. This is the quick search page. And the same keyword I have used it. You can do the search if you know if you want to do specifically in title or abstract. If you know you want to do search on any colleges or universities, if you are applying for higher studies in US, so you want to know any applicant, that is the university or the college that has filed any invention based upon your field of area interest. Those type of search you can do it. Okay. And the inventor name search, applicant name search, assignee search, everything you can do it separately in this USPTO. So with the same keywords, I got nearly 8 lakhs patent documents. And when I click on to the first one, it will direct you to this page where you can get the application number, title, abstract, or all other bibliographic details, including the relevant US documents. And below that, you'll get the description, claims, all the contents will be there in this page. Okay. And when you click on to the images here at the topmost, so you'll get the PDF document. Okay. Usually when you click to this, you'll get only one page. But what you have to do is you have to click full pages. If you click to this one, you will get the complete document. You can download this PDF document and use it for future reference. This is about USTT. Then the third one is Indian Patent Advanced Search Tool maintained by Indian Patent Office. Here you can do the search for novelty as well as patentability. You can do the search for published documents, which includes the granted documents also, and also the granted patent application. Published document, you can do the search for novelty search. And for granted, you can mainly use for patentability search. For example, if you are working on any softwares, if you want to know whether the type of concept is patentable or not, you can use this granted search. Okay. Here also you can do the search in title, abstract, complete specification, description, if you know the inventor name, if you know the applicant name, or if you know the application number, want to know the status of your application number, all these type of search you can do. Next, so I've used the same keyword vehicle. When I click on to this published and did it, I got nearly 12,000 documents. And when I click on to the granted and do the search, I got nearly 2,000 documents. Okay. And for reading those documents, you have to click here, the application number. It will direct to this page. So complete details, bibliographic details like invention, title, publication, date, number, publication date, date of filing, and the inventor name, applicant name, abstract, below that complete specification, all these details you can get it here. And further, if you want to see the application status, if you click to that, you'll get the page where you can see for the application status along with the bibliographic details. As it is a granted patent, it's showing granted application and patent number is this. And it is a granted patent, so you can also view the e-register. The e-register will let you know whether this patent is live or not. This patent is in force. It will show you in force, expired, all the details it will be there. Date of renewal. I said the patent application life is for 20 years. After 3 years from the date of filing, every year you have to renew your patent till 20th year. Okay, then so only you can make your patent alive. All the date of renewal, everything will be there in e-register. Grantee name, patentee name. After grant, sometimes this patent has been sold to someone, given license. All the details to whom it has been licensed, to whom it has been sold, all the details will be there in e-register. And after 3 years of grant of patent, it's compulsory to show the working of patents. So working of the patent details also will be there in e-register. And here you can see this view document. When you click to the view document, you'll get all the documents filed from day one, that is date of filing. If it comes with provisional or direct filing, all the details, what are the communications to the patent office, what are the communications to the patent applicant, all the details will be there. Those are in PDF form. You can download it and use it for your reference. Okay. So this is about impasse. And one more thing I want to say is regarding this impasse. Here I searched for your university, Techno India University, as an applicant name. Okay. When I search for your university, See here, I have clicked on publication. It's a published document. Applicant name, Techno India University. I got only one document, which is filed in 2016. Okay. It has been filed in the name of Techno India University. The abstract complete specification is also there. When I click to the application status, it shows it's published, but this application is actually abandoned because within 48 months from the date of filing, you have to file Form 18, which is known as request for examination. But for this form, it is not yet filed. So it got abandoned, but the status is not yet updated here. So it's showing only published. So these are the forms they have submitted, but request for examination form is not. So it still shows it is published. Okay. I got only one document here. I hope next time when I do the search for Techno India University, I should get more than 100 documents, 100 patent applications.
Yes, madam.
Any questions regarding this prior art search?
There is a question. There is a question. In fact, okay, I can read out. From Professor Saurabh Kaur. Assume we have done an extensive research on any technology, and now we want to apply for patent. Now, his question is when to apply for the patent and whom to contact.
Can't get you. When to?
When to apply for the patent and whom to contact.
See, you can apply for the patent by yourself as an individual if you know the process, everything. Otherwise, you can seek the help of patent agents like us. We will also help you in drafting and filing of your patent application on your behalf. Okay, we will file the your responses also. We will attend hearing also on your behalf. You can contact us. Or you can file by yourself. There is two ways. I'll show you in the next slides how you can go for patent filing. So now is overview on patent application filing. So far we saw the prior art search. Okay. Now you're confident that your invention is novel and it has inventing step and industrial applicability, also the patentability. Then the next step is have to draft the specification that I will deal last. And before that, you have to have an idea about what are the steps involved in patent application filing. Okay. So there are types of patent application. From the starting of this webinar, we are dealing with a new research project. Okay. You have come out with a good project and you did the prior art search and you did the specification drafting. So everything is ready with you. In such case, this type of application, which is new, you're going to file for the first time. This application is known as ordinary application, which does not have any priority. Next is, you have filed the application. Patent specification or the patent claims should be for only one concept. It should be for the scope of one invention. If unknowingly you have done for the scope of more than one invention, you can divide that application into two. Okay. Those type of applications are known as divisional application. And you have filed the patent application last week, for example, last Friday. And within the 7 days, you have done a good job. You have got very good improvement or modification to the same process. Okay. Instead of going up for applying for all the whole process from the beginning, you can go and file only the modification that you have done. Those type of applications are called patent of addition. It is applied for the improvement or modification. Okay. Other than this, for your higher studies or for your job, you are going to other countries, or for marketing your products, if you are any startup or a company. If you find that other than India, your product has some value in US. For example, in US, in the sense, you can go through the convention application line and file it in the US. The same application with the same priority number, priority application, you can file it in the US. This type of only filing in only one or more countries, one or two countries is known as convention application. But at the same time, you want to get protection in more than one countries with a time limit of 31 months. In such case, the best way is PCT application, which is an international filing system maintained by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Okay. And PCT also will give you some benefits like prior art search and the patentability examination. And it is cost-effective one. PCT, Patent Cooperative Treaty. And it won't grant the patent, but it will help you to file in other countries. So these are the types of patent application: ordinary, divisional, patent of addition, convention, and PCT. What are the steps involved in patenting procedure? In India, I'm talking about, first you are filing an application with patent office. Along with that, you have to file the request for examination, or within 48 months you can do that. It's a compulsory form. Then within 18 months from the date of filing, by default, your application will be published. Okay. And then examination of the application will take place. From publication till grant, your application is open for pre-grant opposition. Next is grant. From grant, next for 12 months, it is open for post-grant opposition. Okay. This is the overall process, which is provisional application. And first starting with the provisional, then within 12 months, you have to file the complete. Then from the date of filing, that is provisional, your application will be published within 18 months. But some cases, you want to go for a higher studies or want to send any funding proposal for your research or want to submit the resume. In such case, you can go for early publication, request for early publication with a prescribed fee. In such case, so that your application will be published within 1 month in the Indian Patent Office Journal. It will also reflect in pass after a few days. Then within 48 months, you have to file the request for examination form 18, but it is advised to file along with the complete specification. So your application will be examined. They will examine for both technical and substantive. Then you receive a first examination report. After that, you have to give the response to the report within 6 months. Then your application is put for grant. It's granted. From the grant, it will be open for 12 months for post-grant opposition. Okay. So this is the overall process of patent filing in Indian Patent Office. So the last one is patent specification. Patent specification is a techno-legal document. It has both the technical details and the legal details. The method, the process, the working, the background documents, object summary, all the contents which you are giving, abstract, drawings, all these will come under the technical details. Okay. And the claims which is give you the protection is known as legal detail. So the specification has both the technical and the legal contents. And patent drafting includes the detailed written description to replicate the invention and the claims where the invention is protected. The draft should describe the best mode of performing the invention and should explain about the process, mission, manufacture, composition of matter, and also use the description of mode of operation of principle. And there are types of patent specification. One is provisional and another one is complete. There are two types. Provisional is the one, if you want to go do further research, you want to apply for proposals. In such case, you can protect your concept, idea alone through provisional. Okay. But the life of provisional is only for 12 months. Within that, you have to file the complete specification with all the details. Otherwise, your application will be abandoned. And this provisional will contain title, field of invention, background or summary, and brief description of drawings. You should be very careful in giving all the details, because once you give in provisional, it's very difficult to change, amend in the complete specification. Okay, so you should be very clear in giving title, field, background, and summary, the basic concept of your idea. And if you're confident, you can give the drawings, or else it is not necessary to give the drawings in the provisional. Once you file the provisional, within 12 months, you have to go for the complete specification filing. Okay. And one thing is, if your invention is not ready, only you have to file provisional, then complete. But if your invention is ready, you have all the details in your hand, all the reports, data, working examples, what are the embodiments, how they are connected, all the complete details of your invention, you can directly file for the complete specification with the patent. Okay. What the complete specification will contain is title of the invention, field of invention, background or summary, object, a brief description of the drawings, detailed description of your invention, claims, abstract, and drawings. All these things will be there in your complete specification. So this is about patent specification, both types, provisional and complete. I'll just summarize it. Patent is a monopoly right. Then we saw about importance of patent in research, and we saw the patent search strategies and also the patent search tools like Google Patents, USPTO, and impasse, and overall view of filing of patent application, overall view of patent specification. Thank you. Now the session is open for question.
There are two more questions are there.
Yes, sir.
The first question is Mr. Akash Mukherjee. His question is, if someone steals his patent, how can he get his rights? If someone steals the patent, how he
you can apply for the you can go on for any suit. You can apply for the suits. Okay, and because your invention is protected, once you done the file the patent application, you will get the priority number. So it is protected. You can apply. You can file a suit that you can go for infringement. So whatever how they have stealed you, based upon that you can sue them. Yeah.
Okay. See, there is another question from Poulomi Banerjee. She says to explain the conventional application. 1 second.
Yeah.
If possible.
Yeah, sure.
The conventional application. 1 second.
Yeah, convention application is nothing but see, you're studying in India, for example. So you're going for your higher studies in US. Okay. So in such case, only in US, not in any other number of countries you want to. You're not going. Only in US. In such a case, for only 2 countries, you can file as an Indian. You can file a patent application here. Okay. And get the priority number, protect your concept. So within 12 months, through this conventional route, you can file a patent application in USPTO. Okay, so you'll use the same priority date. Your date will be the same because from this date you got your invention protected. Okay, and you can file it in the US. And there also your application will be processed as an individual application. But within 12 months from the date of filing in India, you have to enter into that country. Okay. An application for a patent filed in the patent office claiming the priority date based on the same or substantially similar application filed in one or more of the conventional countries. Okay. This is a conventional application only for 1 or 2 countries. Okay. Am I clear? Any questions? Again, you want have any other doubts regarding this?
Yeah, okay, that Poulomi Banerjee, do you like to ask? Okay, is it clear to you? You can write in the chat box.
I think we can also unmute now, sir. They can unmute, and if anyone have questions, they can ask.
Okay, I feel there is no other question.
Okay.
Okay, I feel there is no other question. So just let me talk for just let me just summarize. It was a very interesting talk. It was a very interesting talk, and in this talk we have learned that is the what idea is patentable, what is what invention is patentable. Okay, that madam has very clearly told that it should be novelty, inventiveness, inventiveness and industrial applicability. When all these are there, then the idea is patentable. And before we do any research work, if we are having an objective to file a patent on that, so better to do the patent search first and find out the area where we can work, so that at the end of our research work, the whole idea can be patentable, and by which we can, with that idea, we can have a startup, or we can have our entrepreneurship. So with that idea, if we work, there is a great benefit. And she madam has explained that publication versus patent, the pros and cons. So what is the importance of publication and importance of patent? So with that idea, we can apply to all our research work. And then process of patenting also has been explained. And the method of patenting. Method of patenting, that what should be the step, how to write the draft specification, that also has been explained. So it was very nice talk, and I request all the all our colleagues, faculty members, students, all the attendees, all the participants to give your feedback. The feedback link has been shared in the feedback link has been shared in the chat box. Okay, maybe you can take 1 or 2 minutes to give your feedback. And if there is any question, you can. There is one more question, madam. Just one. There is one more question. Okay, the question is the priority date. Once again, because you showed a flowchart like
Yeah.
the priority date. Okay, that
Priority date is nothing but the date of filing. The date you are filing your patent application. So I was talking about the ordinary patent application, right? So you are filing your application after you have completed research today. Okay. So that from this date, today is known as priority date. From this date, your concept will be protected. No one can steal it as it was doubted. So the date which you're applying for a patent for the first time is known as priority date.
okay, I don't think that. Okay, there is no other question. So okay, just let me then. Hello. I assume that okay, there is no other question. If there is any other question, you can write to us. Okay, we will forward the question to madam. Okay, if he accepted it. So we are very much thankful to the speaker, Mrs. Kriti Narayan, and for very interesting speech and educating us on patent and its application in our research area and how to utilize the patent. So this was a very interesting talk, and we have learned a lot. And we are very much thankful to Director Madam Dr. Reena Paladi for inspiring us to organize this session, so that our faculty members and our colleagues get very much benefited. We are thankful to Mr. Ravi Ranjan, the President of IIC, and Dr. Helena Sengupta, convener of IIC. We are very much thankful to Professor Ishan Ghosh, Ms. Rupal Betai, and other panelists who have actively participated to organize this session. And finally, we are very much thankful to all our faculty members and the students who have joined. All faculty members, I hope this will give a good start. And there was a question that if you are having idea, okay, that how to go ahead with that. In fact, in our Techno University, will be opening very soon an IP clinic where all your doubts and everything can be cleared, and we can assist you to we can assist you to write your specification and all your doubts regarding patent, so that the patent application can be prepared and future you can use that one. So we have given that feedback form. Kindly fill up the feedback form, and we have to finally utilize this knowledge. We have to utilize this knowledge, whatever the speaker Mrs. Preeti Narayan has told, we have to utilize this knowledge. Then only this webinar will consider as a very successful. And with this, okay, I'll now request that Ms. Upal Betai, okay, the innovation ambassador from IIC, to say a few words. Hello, Rupal Madam, you like to, hello, you have to unmute. Rupal Madam, you have to unmute.
Thank you so much, everybody. And I really want to once again thank Ms. Preeti Narayanan for the valuable time and the very informative and detailed session and giving us the insight and explaining its criticalities in the field of research and the project development. So thank you so much, ma'am. And I would once again request everybody to please fill in the feedback form link which has been shared. And if there's any other questions, please feel free to raise your hand or ask us, like we can allow you to unmute yourselves and you may please proceed with the questions. Or if not, we would conclude the session for the day. Thank you so much, Dr. Paul. Helena ma'am, would you like to say something?
Okay, any panelist want to say something, any feedback, or any panelist want to give any views?
Ma'am, once the COVID scenario is better and we physically open our premises, we would definitely like to host you someday at Technology University. And as you had mentioned during the session that you would want to see in number of patents from Technology University, we would definitely work towards that. Thank you so much for inspiring and motivating all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. Really, I hope to get so much number of patents from you.
Yes,
When I
madam.
search, I got only one
Very sure, madam.
application.
Give us 1 year. We'll show you the.
Yes.
Okay, give us 1 year. We'll make at least few patents to start with.
Sure.
I'm sure with the support of all the faculty members and the scholars from the university, we will be having patent applications very soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you all.